Hi, my name is Davy Russell from davyandtracy.com, and today I have this awesome new blender that we were sent a couple weeks ago, and I'd like to talk to you about it and show you how it works. This is the BlendWorks Pro-Series blender, and you can get this on Amazon.com for about $250, and there's a coupon code that I'm going to share in the description of this video, so check it out if you're interested in actually taking a further look at this blender after this video. So this blender has a 1500 watt 2-peak horsepower motor, which is really powerful for blending green smoothies. That's the ideal blender spec for blending green smoothies. It also comes with a 70 ounce pitcher. This is a BPA-free plastic pitcher. Very durable and tough. It's got a really comfortable handle, and the lid, nothing is spilling out of this blender when you're blending it. The other features it comes with, it has a tamper, which is great for pushing greens into the blades when it's going. And you know, I haven't actually needed to use this. I've made quite a few green smoothies with this so far. Haven't needed to use this at all. We also have this spatula, which we haven't used yet, still in the plastic, but if you're making nut butters in this blender, this is awesome for just scraping it out of the sides and getting it out of the blender. The other thing this blender comes with is this 20 ounce travel cup, which is perfect because you can blend your green smoothies in the morning, pour it in here, and take it with you on the go. It fits right into your car cup holders. So one other thing I forgot to mention about this blender, it comes with a 3-year warranty, which is pretty good. Most blenders in this price class come with around a 5-year warranty, and some come with a 1 year. So this is a pretty good place for a warranty for this blender. All right, so let's blend a green smoothie with it, and I'll show you exactly how this performs. So I'm going to start with about 8 ounces of almond milk. And then just off the side here, I have some one banana broken in half and 1 small orange. And then one of my favorite leafy greens, this is kale, which is very high in vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, iron. Kale is one of the best greens to put in your green smoothie. And usually when I make a green smoothie, we put a little chia seeds or some protein powder. This blender will handle everything, even some frozen berries. I think we use frozen strawberries when we first used this blender, and it handled it really well. So as you can see, this has the classic switch and dial interface. So what you do is you turn the blender on, you hear that nice little beep, letting you know that it's ready to go. And then all you have to do is take the center dial here, and blend. So I wasn't really counting, but that's about 20 seconds, I think. That seems to be about 20 seconds, and maybe I'll do a countdown timer in this video. So if you wanted, if you felt like you needed to, this has a pulse mode. Whoops, would help if I turned it back on. So pulse mode, which is nice for certain things you do. I don't really use it much for green smoothies. And then liquefy, which is like a really high speed. Which, again, I think when you make a green smoothie in this blender, the only thing you really need to do is turn it on and then turn this dial. I start, you know, about halfway and then turn it up all the way. And for about 20 seconds is all it takes. Now I need a cup. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to pour it in here, and I want to show you how smooth this blender makes green smoothies, because I was blown away, honestly. I was not expecting much from this blender when I first heard about it, compared to a Vitamix, which I'm going to talk about the comparisons in just a minute. But this is silky smooth. There are no chunks of kale. Kale is one of those greens that leaves a lot of little bits of, my son's playing in the other room, so I don't know if you heard that. Kale leaves a lot of little bits of leafy green chunks, and so when you sip your smoothie, then you have to chew it and you get little kale bits stuck in your teeth. You're not going to get that with this blender, and this is the only blender really in this price class that I've tested where it's really handled kale and blended a perfectly good green smoothie in 20 seconds. That's Vitamix level blending right there. And so this is, I mean, this is perfect. This is like Vitamix quality smoothie right here. So now the obvious question, how does this compare with a Vitamix? So obviously the first one is price. Vitamix starts at about $450 and goes way up from there. We have the ones that we use for all the smoothies on our site lately has been the Vitamix 780, which is a $700 blender. And it's phenomenal. It's got a touchscreen interface and everything. But honestly, the quality of the blend here, the smoothness of this blend and the way it handles kale and frozen fruit, I would say it's about on par. It's pretty much, I would not be able to tell you that this smoothie was not made in Vitamix, to be completely honest with you. Secondly, Vitamix has a much better warranty. Vitamix has a 7-year warranty, and Vitamix has a reputation for longevity in blenders. So this has a 3-year warranty. The BlendWorks has a 3-year warranty versus a 7-year warranty on the Vitamix. So that's something to keep in mind, but this is also $200 or more less expensive. The other difference is that this blender is made in China, whereas the Vitamix is assembled in the US. So, you know, if that's something important to you, that's something to keep in mind. The pitchers are pretty similar. I mean, this pitcher here, the BlendWorks pitcher is similar to the classic Vitamix pitcher. So when you put it on top of, there's that beep letting you know it's on. So when you put it on top of the blender base, it might not fit underneath your kitchen countertops. So a lot of the newer blenders, a lot of the new Vitamix and even the BlendTech blenders have a wider pitcher that fits under countertops. But the only problem with the wider pitcher is that it sometimes has a hard time blending hard ingredients. And so sometimes you get little gobs of strawberries in there. With this design pitcher, this is perfect because you don't get that. This is one of the best pitcher designs for a blender in my opinion. So all in all, this is a really fantastic blender. It's a great buy at under $250, especially when you use a coupon code that I'm going to share in this video. You have Vitamix quality blends. I mean, this blends every bit as well as our $700 Vitamix. It has slightly smaller warranty, but it also costs a lot less too. And I'm really happy with it. And honestly, I feel like this is one of the quietest blenders that I have used ever, I think. I mean, it's a little quieter than the Vitamix. So if that's something that's important to you, that's something to think about as well. Cleaning, one more thing I want to talk to you about. The blades are fused to the pitcher just like a Vitamix and all the high-end blenders. So this is super easy to clean. You just rinse it under hot water, or you can just put it on your blender, put a drop of dish soap, the hot water, and just run a blend cycle and it cleans your blender. And that's what I love about these higher end blenders. And you get that for a much lower price point. So if you're in the market for a blender and you don't have a Vitamix budget, or you don't have a budget for a higher priced blender, definitely look at the BlendWorks. It's something that Tracy and I have used several times for, we've been testing this out on and off for the last few weeks, and we're really happy with it. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. And I have the link to this blender. You can get it on Amazon. And yeah, I'd be interested to hear what your experiences are with it. All right, have a great day.